Much love, peace, and blessings to everyone out there, everywhere. This video is a response to Brother Paranoid, whom I know very well. I've done radio shows on Blog Talk Radio and communicated many different times in many different places. Um, yes, you are speaking on some things that in my perception, a lot of people should be made aware of and should self educate themselves on. As you already know, you picked up a lot of this knowledge not by following somebody, not by listening to what someone says and playing follow the leader, because if the blind lead the blind, they both shall surely fall in a ditch. Correctly quoted from a book I shall not mention. It's not a bad book. It's a book that everybody knows anyway, and everybody has heard that before. So I am a very, very strong proponent on self-education. I really feel that those who have knowledge and those who have done self-education, not only is it a good thing for you to go out and plant the seed so that someone else may truly indeed find solace in knowledge, but I think, in my personal opinion, to me, my perspective, it is a responsibility of mine. Once I have some knowledge or some wisdom on something, it's my responsibility to interact with somebody, especially if the conversation goes that route or if I pick up on a vibe. Because if I don't, then I tend to hold myself responsible if an individual goes through something that is less desirable, I should say. So in this video here, to further expound on what Brother Paranoid is speaking on, um, what I want to do is actually show some of the people out there some of the material that he was talking about using, some of the tools, some of the, how should I say, weapons, because knowledge is power, and it's a fact. The more knowledge you have, the more powerful you are, because it's a tool, it's a weapon. The pen is mightier than the sword, and you say that you keep your sword close to you, but you utilize the pen first. I agree with you on that, and I know you personally, and I know your spirit is in the right place, and I know you're doing things for the right reason. But I want to touch on a small part of my library. I want to show a couple of books because a lot of people don't know the difference between some of the books that you were speaking on, and I think it's a good idea to show people. And by the way, a very, very good video. I must say, very good video, bro. Um, First book I want to show people to get you acquainted with what's going on, and how language is being used against you, semantics, if you will. And you can do something that he was speaking of in the video, and that is take a regular, common, everyday word that we are brought up um, thinking is just a common word, like the word person, and you can look it up, and you will find there are differences, and you will find how it is used against you. It is the art of war. If you've never read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, I recommend it. Interesting read. It's used against you in every aspect of life. Every aspect. It's used against you. Divide and conquer. That's what they do. But mind, body, and spirit. You know. First book, Black's Law Dictionary, and this one here is an abridged 5th edition, and you can get these for like $20. You can find them at used bookstores. You know, um, anywhere. You can find them in Goodwill store. I've seen them in Goodwill stores. I've seen them actually, the library branches of libraries in towns. They'll have what's called a book sale every year, where they get rid of their older books And a lot of times you can go to these libraries or these book sales, and you can actually purchase these books. But that's one. This is a fifth edition Black's Law Dictionary, and this edition right here, it doesn't matter what year you get them in. The older, the better. I will say this: the older, the better. And there's a Black's Law seventh edition, and you will notice if you get two different editions, an earlier edition, a fourth or second, and you get like an eighth or a seventh, and you compare the definitions, you will see there are differences from where their semantics change. So that's just a little bit. It's a cross-referencing, if you will. Now, other books that you were speaking on, of course, um, there is a major difference, and I'm gonna attempt to demonstrate what that difference is between an abridged dictionary and an unabridged dictionary. This is an unabridged dictionary. See, it says unabridged. You might be able to read it, you might not. But this book it was published in like 1930s. Look how big this book is, and that's not the camera. That's a big book. This book here will have words that you will not find in Wikipedia. You will not find. You can find them in Google, but you'll find like 50 different definitions. This book here is an unabridged dictionary. Unabridged dictionaries are very important if you're going to self-educate yourself. This one here is an Oxford Universal Dictionary, and it's also of a pretty good size. And it also, the date in it is it's pretty old. It's like 1952, I believe it is. But always have more than one dictionary, because if you cross-reference between dictionaries, you can also find that there are differences in the definitions. Um, Whenever you're wording paperwork, uh, Oxford, uh, American Desk Dictionary, and Thesaurus etymology dictionaries are very good, and I have some over on the shelf, and very good. Um, Anything that has to do with learning about the words, not only the words, but there are so many other ways that they keep people in their invisible chains. They give you that illusion anyway, and that's exactly what it is, an illusion. All you have to do is claim your rights. And sentence structure is very important. We are not taught correct grammar and sentence structure whenever we are in school, and what we do learn is in such a brief period that you don't utilize it, because we have a tendency to learn something and stick it in the back of our mind like we're never going to use it again. And this is very interesting. Now, not only do I have these books that I just showed you, but I have a library of maybe 1,500 books. Not all of them are dictionaries and law books. I do have the Horn Book series, which has Uniform Commercial Code, contracts, contract law, anything you can think of. There's about 40 different in each Horn Book series, which is what legal counsel uses when it deals with statutes, rules, and regulations and things of this nature instead of law. There's a difference between the law and the legal system. Do a little bit of research, and I implore you, please. Self-education is very important. I'm going to sign off for this video. Of course, I'm probably going to do some more videos about this here. Thanks for the video, Brother Paranoid. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody out there.